Let's design your upsell page and write some persuasive copy. Timestamps below, along with some other helpful links and resources, including a link to grab a copy of our own upsell templates using systemi.io and all of our funnel templates for that software. Even if you don't use Systemi, you can go ahead and follow the same design and copywriting frameworks in your own funnel building software. Now, when it comes to upsells, there are two things that we need to do. Number one, we absolutely never want to diminish the value of what we just did on the sales page and the checkout page. Whatever offer they just purchased should not be diminished or tarnished in any way. And then number two, which is going to sound repetitive, we want to position this as the logical next step. So we really want to make sure that they are separate. This is our upsell, this is our main offer, and they are separate. Now here are 3 rapid fire ideas for your upsell offers. I'll link up in the cards and the description to a super deep dive video that goes through all different types of upsell offers and including some upsell math that explains why these are so important to the success of your funnel. So of course, number 1, it could be a logical next step. So you could sell some sort of template, resource packet, tool bundle, or another course or workshop that is going to help someone achieve another result. So it does need to be different than whatever your primary offer was, or it could be related. If our primary offer example here is about Facebook ads, then we could have something about landing pages or funnel building or email marketing, right? Something related, but we wouldn't give them another Facebook ads course if they just bought a Facebook ads course. Number 2, we could offer some sort of subscription. Of course, this could be insider information. And number 3 could be a mastermind where they get to join in and ask you questions directly, or you create some sort of private exclusive group of people who are actively working to achieve the same result. Again, link in the cards in the description to more ideas, just kind of rapid firing through a couple that you could use. So now let's go through the conversion anatomy of your upsell page. And I like to think of it as an extra long ad. So at the very top, we're going to grab attention and make it really clear that the checkout process is still in progress. We need to design this page as if someone's never been through an upsell process before. That's really important. Make it crystal clear. Hey, checkout's still going. Don't exit out. Don't refresh the page. You're going to mess things up. And then, of course, a headline that clearly communicates the new roadblock or the new offer that you have for your customer. We'll go through a formula for this in a moment. Actually, 2 headline formulas for that. Then we're going to have a simple upsell video using the problem, agitate, solve framework. More on that in a little bit. And of course, we'll build interest with some bullet points and have a call to action to add whatever we're offering to their order or upgrade their order if you're offering some sort of service. So let's go ahead and jump into the first aspect here, and that is grab attention, because the top of your page here, we need to make it crystal clear that our checkout process is still open. It's still going. So don't exit out, don't refresh. I know I'm saying that twice, but I'm saying it twice because it is so important. So if you decide to use our template, of course, the elements are already there for you. If you're designing your own, go ahead and follow a format similar to this one. And then for our headline, we actually have 2 different examples. So jumping over to a sales funnel organizer here, the first example we have is access copy get mechanism, we'll get to that in a moment, to result, or power word verb and result. So let's go ahead. Obviously you're looking at that like that doesn't really make any sense at all. So we'll come down here and go through the sales copy process. So access copy get, this is the more basic version of the 2, and then we'll just give a name to whatever it is we're offering. So in this particular instance, we'll say we have some sort of collection of Facebook ads that we think would be valuable to people who just bought a Facebook ads course or implementation program. So here we just call it Facebook ads library, or get your competitors ads, ultimate swipe file, new funnel templates. And what's interesting about this is I've actually changed what was inside of offer to make the headline look better. So if you come up with a headline and you go, wow, I really like that, but the offer doesn't have that. Well, see if you can just add it, right? Because as long as you're not lying, it's totally ethical to say, yeah, we just added this in there because it made the headline sounded better. So fun with marketing and digital products, right? Obviously a physical product, that's a little harder to do. And then what we want to do is talk about the result that this allows them to enjoy. So we have access to the Facebook funnel library to steal your competitors' best ads, right? So I probably could have done a better job with this headline, but honestly, I was getting a little burned out with all the examples for putting together these funnel templates. So of course, these are some other results that other people might find of value. And this is how I really like going through the copy process. Take a formula, just list out everything under the sun that might work, and then worry about grammar, spelling, and whether or not it's actually in the product or directly related to the product. And we'll skip the video for now and jump into the interest building bullet points. That is a lot of B's there. Okay. So what you want to do here is just make it really clear what's included in the offer. This is very similar to how you would write bullet points for your sales page. And so jumping back into our sales funnel organizer here, here's a list of some bullet point formulas you can use and how they wound up turning out for a Facebook ads library or swipe file. Now, you'll notice that these are very similar to the types of bullet points you would use on your sales page, and even the exact same I sometimes use on my landing pages, right? So I'll link up in the cards in the description to a full-blown video on everything copywriting, includes lots more bullet points just like this one. And I can honestly tell you that I have a funnel where I use these 3 bullet points for the landing page, for the sales page, and for one of the upsells, and all 3 convert. And so that just goes to show you that it's important that you focus in on what you're filling in inside of these bullet points, not necessarily the formulas themselves. As long as you're clearly communicating the benefits and results that you can break roadblocks for your ideal customer across your entire funnel, they're not going to care that you're using the same copywriting technique over and over again. And for me, done is better than perfect. You can always go back later and be more creative with your bullets after you're getting a couple of sales. It's much better to look and say, you know, I think I could get more sales if I didn't use the same 3 bullet points from that video, as opposed to, wow, I still haven't finished my funnel because I can't come up with new bullet points, right? So, all right, I'll get off that. Let's go ahead and jump into driving action. So now something that's a little different here is, unlike the other calls to action buttons we've had across all of our funnel pages, we have to create a rejection button as well. So in this example, you can see here we have a button for them to accept the offer, and then we have a link for them not to accept the offer. Also, you do need to include the pricing here, right? So underneath the button, clearly state whatever the pricing structure is. And this is just to help us not get in trouble with credit card companies and, you know, come across like a scammer or spammer. And you can be a little tongue-in-cheek when it comes to the rejection button. So here, I like to have something like, no thanks, I already have an awesome funnel already. Or you could just say, no thanks, I'm good on my own. I just like to have a little fun with it. I don't have any data to suggest whether or not it increases conversions if you force someone to click a button that says, no, I already have all the results that this cool, awesome discounted, oh my gosh, cool, awesome discounted offer already has. But hey, you might as well have a little bit of fun with it. So that does it for all of the text elements on the page. Now let's quickly talk about the video. And I do recommend having a video here. This video is going to be 3 minutes tops, right? We need to make it really, really short. And we're going to be using something called the PSA framework, or Problem, Agitate, Solve. And this is a framework I really like using for ads. And since your upsell is pretty much a really fast ad, we might as well use the same formula. And so our video is going to introduce a new problem, agitate the consequences of inaction, and then reveal a simple solution. And of course, the simple solution is your upsell offer. So jumping over to our sales funnel organizer here, here is the complete layout of how you would write this 3-minute video. So you start with a confirmation. That's not part of the PSA framework. This is just for the upsell. And you want to congratulate them on taking action and let them know they're a few moments away from achieving the results that were talked about in your sales messages, right? So reaffirm their decision to purchase. And then we transition into, that being said, I know for a fact there's some really savvy business owners out there, really go-getter, workout enthusiasts who want to take it a step further, take it to the next level. And so this is how we bridge that gap between you've solved your problems and opening up another problem, right? So we need to completely close the problem that was talked about in our main offer, our main sales message, so that people take this offer seriously and they don't feel like they just got baited and switched, right? Because the last thing we want to do is someone watching this video and go, wait, didn't I just buy a product to do all this? Why isn't this included in that, right? That's going to hurt our conversion rates ultimately. So once we bridge that gap, we can introduce the new problem. You really want to achieve this result, overcome this roadblock, and then of course you're going to move into agitating it. And you're going to show them that if they don't start trying to achieve these results now, or if they don't deal with the next problem they have, or a problem related to, whatever the main offer is, that things can get worse. So essentially we want to show you need to take care of this, start taking care of this right now, because if you don't, it's going to be much harder in the future, or it's going to be impossible in the future. Obviously, don't make stuff up. So then we move into solving the problem. And so then we introduce our upsell offer, and then we tell them to take action on it. And so this video altogether is going to be 3 minutes, maybe 3.5 minutes if you take a little long on your confirmation, right? But the point is that this video is supposed to be really, really short and sweet, and you don't need to go through the usual rapport and goodwill building that you've done in other parts of your funnel because they've already purchased, right? So this is a quick little ad elevator pitch for another offer that's going to add value to their lives. So let's go ahead and jump over into systemi.io here for our upsell creation. Now, if you copy the template linked up below, when you look at it in your own account, you'll see that the upsells are actually under non-funnel steps. So these are steps that you can click and drag up optionally, right? So we'll go ahead and take our upsell and we will click it right after our checkout page. And then we'll take upsell 2 and put it after our checkout page. So if you want to create your own upsell or a new one, you can go and click create step. And then you'll just need to come down to sales, click on upsell, and then go through their templates. So they have a lot of great templates, or you can go ahead, if you want another upsell, you can just duplicate one of these upsell templates that we have for you. So either way, you have to use the upsell template. How many times am I going to say that? Upsell. And then it needs to come right after your checkout. And so systemi.io knows if an upsell comes after the checkout, then that should be treated as an upsell. So I'll go ahead and click on page 2 here. You'll set up your pricing plans and resources, very similar to what you would do with your checkout form and your checkout page. And so we'll go ahead and click to edit our upsell page here. And it's exact same process as building out all your other pages. We have 2 buttons here, one if it's a subscription, and then one if it is not. So let's say we're doing a subscription this time. So we'll go ahead and delete that. And of course, if the reason that I like doing subscriptions and a trial is because we can say join funnel library, today free, or join funnel library free. So we get to put free in there because it's a free trial. Of course, again, please don't trick people. I know you probably, like the rest of us, may have been tricked in the past by one of these where they didn't tell you it was going to be recurring billing or whatever. But let's not try and get our, our merchant account suspended. That's our main goal here after making sales. So when it comes to your upsell, you do need to have 2 specific blocks for this page to actually work inside of systemi.io. You need to have an acceptance button, and then you need to have an offer decline button. So when you click and drag the offer decline button in here, you'll see that it comes in like this, and you can actually reformat it. So it's just a bunch of text, which is what we've done here. Or you can do what some people like to do on their checkout page or upsell pages here. We'll go ahead and click and drag a new, and we'll go decline offer, and then we can go accept offer. So that's another one that people like to do that I see quite a bit when we're reviewing other people's funnels. So they can either click yes, accept, or no, decline, right? Or you can go ahead and use the format that we have here. So I'm just showing you a couple different options that you have in case you don't like how this looks. So we'll go ahead and remove that because we don't need that. Go ahead and remove, oops, come on. There we go. And we'll remove this last example that we have down here. Okay, so when it comes to actually editing your page, just copy and paste what you need in here. If you don't have an upsell video, you follow this exact same format, just go ahead and put a picture of whatever your upsell is here instead. And so this is something that we do, especially the upsell offers like $5. Sometimes we won't have a video. We'll just have a picture and 5 bullet points instead of 3. And then of course a link to join. And so that's it for our template. And then we'll go ahead and save our changes and then go ahead and exit. And you'll still need to come down here to pricing plans. So you'll need to set up the pricing plan you want for this particular upsell. You'll of course need to connect the resources as well. And you'll of course need to make sure that if you want to do email automations, you set up your automation rules here as well. And you do that for upsell number 1 as well. So upsell 1, upsell 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, probably don't want to do more than 3. And you'll be good to go. So thank you so much for watching. Sincerely hope you got some value out of this video. Most importantly, you're a lot more confident creating and designing and copywriting your upsell pages. Check out that link in the description to grab a copy of our funnel templates. Hit that like button, subscribe for more guides just like this one. And until the next, keep building the business you love.